Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you are all well. Let's cue that intro. Yes, people. Welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are all well. Joined by Ads and Lambs as well, as we will be going through the team of the season, Premier League team of the season. Please make sure you smash the like buttons. Let's hit them likes. Let's try and get to 40 likes. The way we're going to do it, I've got a FIFA squad builder at the back. We've gone to a 4-3-3 formation, which I'll be sharing with you guys so you can see. We're going to do our team of the year. I want you guys to get involved. Give us some other ideas of players maybe that we've not thought of. I'm also going to be bringing up the stats on these players. And then eventually what we're going to do is we're going to allow you guys to pick and choose what you want to do with the team as well and get more involved, whether it's just from a normal chat or a super chat, which is available to you guys as well now as we're monetized. But guys, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, not bad, mate.
I'm fantastic, Jem. I'm fantastic. In case anyone's forgotten, we're still champions of Europe.
That is very true. And do you know what? What a beautiful day it is as well. I'm going to, after this, I'm going to go and have a barbecue.
The birds are singing. We're champions of Europe. You're absolutely right, Jem. You're absolutely right.
Big up to everyone that's in the chat already. We've got Velvet Shrine in the house already. I have won my boxing match. I won by TKO in the second round against Fatter is what he's saying there. Crofty CFC's in the house as well. Big up to him. It is just Premier League. It is just, yeah, I mean, when I bring up the stats, it's going to show all comps. But yeah, it's Premier League based, if that makes sense. It's just to give us an overall sort of look of their stats for the season. Big up to Chris Welsh as well. Big up to Alan. Alan, I hope you're well as well, bro. Alpan as well, Kings of Europe, and you're damn right, bro. We are the Kings of Europe. Carefree Hersey's here as well. Big up to him. And Dujon is in the house. Big up to Gem and Lambs as well. Hope you are all well. Like I said, people, let's try and get to 40 likes. Let's try and aim for that. Share on all your socials as well. If you're new to GNA TV, please subscribe. We're at 1.2k already, which is, I can't even explain how. I don't know how we've done that so quickly. So the road to 1.5 is on. We've done that in literally a week. So thank you very much for showing your support there on that.
We should lift Champions League trophies more often, Jem, innit? It does wonders for the channel.
Exactly that. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump in on let's start with a goalie. I'm going to show people how this is originally set out, just to give them an idea. So we're going to do a FIFA squad builder, which we've at the moment got it laid out as a 4-3-3. I think that's probably fair, probably the fairest formation you could do, because if we don't have three at the back, then a lot of Chelsea players will get in it, etc. So it's not really fair to play to our strengths, as many people say. So that's that option. We've also got, like I said, the stat padding as well, which I'll be showing you guys. But let's get into it anyway. Let's start with Ads. Goalie. Who would be your preferred goalie for the Premier League team of the year?
I mean, I think this is an easy one. Listen, it's one man for me. He's not a Manchester United, and he has won the Champions League this season. But if he still didn't win it, he still would have been my goalkeeper of the season. And it's Mendy for me, man. Listen, this guy, I said as soon as he came into Chelsea, I felt something. I felt he'd bring an impact. I thought he'd have an impact. And a lot of people saying he's average and, he's just there until a better goalkeeper comes in. Find a new goalkeeper. He should be your main goalkeeper. Already earned that respect before your man even got into the final. So, and actually won the trophy. So for me, you guys wouldn't be there without him. And I think he deserves to take the number one spot.
There you go. Ads has already laid the law off. He's gone straight for the Chelsea goal and he's gone for Mendy. There's a couple of people saying, like Josh already saying, Leno. Emi Martinez is a good shout. Someone that we would definitely be bringing up stats on as well. Mendy from here, from Carefree. Alan says Edison or Mendy. Ali Reza says Mendy. Yeah, there's a lot of Mendy call-outs here. What about you, Lambs? Who are you going for?
First of all, I'd like to give a special shout out to Emi Martinez, actually, because I think like he deserves all the accolades as well, having been completely disrespected by that mid-table club who actually let go of their number one goalkeeper for this trash, which we've seen the outcome of this season as well. So massive respect to him, and you can see how essential and pivotal he was to the Aston Villa defence as well. Really pivotal. But I have to give it to my guy Mendy. I mean, since he's come in, the amount of clean sheets that he's had as well, even surpassed our expectations as well. I cannot even believe it. He was supposed to be a stopgap until we actually went for a goalkeeper this summer, but we don't need it. He is our number one goalkeeper, Golden Glove winner, deservedly so. Literally, I think the most clean sheets, maybe just one below Edison, which is fair enough because we didn't really like step up in the first half of the season. That's because of our manager. But from what he's done, it has to be him, I think.
Yeah,
Mendy. Fair enough. I hear that. What we're going to do quickly is I'm just going to quickly bring up the stat mark because as much as I agree Mendy deserves it and I think he's been awesome this season, I wouldn't disagree with any of you two. There is other goalies that there are worth speaking about, and one of them being Edison, who's had quite a good season for Manchester City as well. If you look at it overall, he's played in all competitions. He's played 48 games. He's conceded 33 goals, and he's kept 26 clean sheets as well. So, overall, he's got a good shout. If we went to Mendy, for example, let's have a look at Mendy. Edward, where are you, my man? Don't do this to me. I always struggle to find Mendy on this. I put his name in, it just disappears. Typical, isn't it? Yeah,
see,
so
real don't recognise real yet. That's why.
So I'm thinking, like, why? Oh, there we go. Edward Mendy. Might be because I spelled him wrong, but Edward Mendy has, when it loads up, he's had 31 appearances. He's only conceded 25 goals, and he's kept 16 clean sheets.
So there's higher conversion rate, so it actually makes better sense. That's why.
It is, but then also at the same time, let's check the current season because I think that might just be in the Premier League for him. So, so he's played 45 games in all competitions. He's let in 30 goals, and he's kept 25 clean sheets there. So you could say that they're pretty much close, aren't they? Barring they're sort of same levels. We could throw Emi Martinez in there. Let's throw him in. Let's have a look at him as well. Martinez. I hate trying to spell people's names because I'm not the greatest. I am all right speller, but there we go. There we go. Emiliano, his name is Emiliano Martinez.
Emiliano.
There you go. Said it wrong already. Current season as well. Let's look at his current season at Aston Villa. Obviously leaving Arsenal and moving across there. He's played 39 games. He's let in 47 goals. And he's only kept 15 clean sheets. So I think, all right, he's not playing as many competitions, but he's letting a lot of goals. That might be down to the current team he's playing for as well at the same time. But for me, I think it's got to go to, I think Edward Mendy or Edison. I'm going to say Mendy and be biased as well. With the fact that Ads is called Mendy and he's a Man United fan, then I think it's only fair that we continue with Edward Mendy.
I ain't going to praise his rivals, his Manchester rivals. It's not happening.
Main goalie, exactly. Let's see what some of the chats are saying. Mustafi's best defender in the world. We're gonna get to that, guys. But before we move forward, please make sure you smash the like button. If you're new here, please subscribe to GNA TV as well. Special mention for Alisson for redeeming his season, but that was later on. Rams. That was later on, mate. Like, you can't compare Alisson's overall season to an Edison or a Mendy. I just think they've been the better goalies.
What I mean about Liverpool fans? The man scores 195th minute header and suddenly he's literally the player of the season. Calm down, please. Calm down.
Exactly.
He still lost 6 home games in a row. Never forget that.
Oh. That is true. That is very true. Let's move on anyway from the goalie. I want to move on to right back. Ads, I'm pretty sure I know who you're going for, but yeah, go on. Who are you saying?
Right. All right. I'm gonna say this now. Okay. I'm gonna say this now. Listen, shout out to all the right backs who played the season. I think everyone, apart from a few, all the highlighted players, the ones who are well known, have played well. Especially Cancelo, Wan-Bissaka, our boy Aaron. Come on. But what I'm gonna say is, Aaron's not number one for me. He's not number one for me, and that's just me being real. And it's only fair that I do give it to Cancelo because you can't not give it to someone who's been a part of a double winning team. You can't not do that, and including the Premier League as well. So you cut out the other trophy that they won. Premier League's still bigger than most of the trophies combined. So for me, it has to be Cancelo. But I want to give a shout out to Aaron, and I think his season has been underrated. And the reason why I think it's been underrated is because Luke Shaw's been performing so well. And last season, he did play better. I think Wan-Bissaka, Rashford, Fred and Greenwood, them four players especially, had really good seasons last season. But they took a little tone down this season. But they still did okay. And I think Wan-Bissaka deserves an honourable mention.
There you go. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Viewers, do you agree with what Ads has said there with Aaron Wan-Bissaka? I'm going to go on to Lambs now. Lambs, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, for me, especially if we're putting it down to Premier League performances, to win the Premier League, you have to put in the most consistent performances. So for me, it has to be Cancelo. However, I do want to give an honourable mention to Kufal as well, because his performance... Yeah. His performance for West Ham this season has been unbelievable, and he's part of those handful of players that have been pivotal for them getting into the European places this year as well. But consistency, if it lies with consistency, it has to be Cancelo for me. Literally, to echo what Ad said, a double winner, a double trophy winner. Could have possibly even had a treble if it wasn't for the final. And obviously we know what happened in the FA Cup against us as well. So, but yeah, big ups to Cancelo. I do actually want to shout out Aaron Wan-Bissaka as well. Obviously I don't rate him as highly as Adam. I do think there's been other right backs that have shone as well. I think towards the back end of the season, Reece started stepping up as well. But I have to say, when people thought United were going to get 21 and 21, he was like literally on fire during that time, and he was very, very pivotal to that defense, to that back line as well. But yeah, Cancelo for me.
Yeah.
Cancelo. Do you agree, viewers? Do you agree with Lambs there? Cancelo. So we've got Cancelo, we've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and looking at Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he's played 54 games in all competitions, which is huge, to be fair. Obviously, he's only scored 2 goals. You don't expect him to score many. He's assisted 6. He's only had 5 yellow cards, which is pretty impressive the whole season. If you look at that, he doesn't pick up many yellows in games as well. So I feel like it's quite hard to actually compare defender stats because it doesn't give me the full. But I'd like to know more, like in terms of the like tackles and things like that.
Because I'm not on right back, Slens.
But I
need the pot.
Slens is trolling.
Slens trolling. Slens is in the house and Slens is trolling apparently. So yeah, that's it. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a good shout. I am gonna say
has to be Cancelo.
I'm probably going to say Cancelo.
I agree.
I just think he's been so good this season. I mean, there's a lot of viewers are saying Cancelo.
Can you check Kufal's stats as well? Because he was one of my honorary mentions because he has been very, very good for West Ham this season as well. And
Kufal?
Yeah, Kufal, yeah.
Let's have a look at Kufal, people. Do you agree? Do you think? I mean,
never heard of the guy before in my life. Never heard of the guy before in my life. I'm only joking. No, he's sick, man. And you know what? As well, I heard a lot of people saying that he'd be a good backup for a team. For me, he has to start. I think if he were to come to be a backup for a team, I don't think anyone would appreciate him. He's very underappreciated, and I'm sure his stats are very positive. And I feel you know what I love about football? All the underrated players are now getting a time to shine in at least the game. Whether people rate them or not, they're all getting a time to shine. And for me, you cut out all the highlighted players with the well-known ones. I think he's definitely top 5 most consistent players.
He's played 43 games in all competitions. he's had 10 assists and only 4 yellow cards. So,
That's
his
good.
assist levels are double digits, which is pretty impressive, to be fair. We can have a look at Cancelo as well, actually. We might as well, while we're here,
More
have a look at...
assists than Cancelo, right? Which means that, and we can see that even on the eye test, like he really is exploiting those wings a lot, like making those runs up, putting them crosses in, and you can see that as well. So yeah, big ups to Kufal.
We've got Cancelo here as well. Let's have a look at his current stats.
Hello?
As well. Huh?
Yo, Josh, you're trolling, bro.
Listen, Josh supports Arsenal, so that's it. We already know what life he leads. We already know. We understand now.
Well, looking at
Good.
it, 43 games in all competitions. He's scored 3. He's only assisted 5, and he's had 9 yellow cards. But the only thing I would say about Cancelo's been used as more of a versatile player this season. You've seen him play right back. You've seen him play. I think he's even played left back at some points. He's played in midfield.
He played him as a CDM as well one time.
Yeah, exactly. He for me, he's been very, very versatile, and I will see what viewers are saying. Cancelo, and here we go. Rams with his Matty Cash, Kufal, Reece James, Kufal, Reece. I mean, Reece James, he's not really been a right wing back. Yeah, I get that, but
he has made some mistakes. Like I said, the back end of the season, he has like improved a lot, but we can't, like, Reece James is still learning and developing. Remember, this is a second season, full season in the Premier League, playing Premier League football and, playing the Champions League and all of these big competitions. So he's still going to be making mistakes. We've seen that as well. Like, we saw that in the game against Arsenal, he made a mistake. I think even in the game against Villa, wasn't too convincing either. So these things happen. He's still young, give him time. So he's not quite there yet. He will get there though. He's improving.
Cancelo gets right back. So we've got Mendy in goal, Cancelo is right back, and we now move into the 2 in the middle. Rather than just go one by one, let's just give our 2. I'm going to start with Ads. Ads, who is your 2 centre backs that you would choose?
Before I go, I just want to give a honourable mention to someone who's not going to get talked about as much, and it's Ogbonna. I think Ogbonna's been key to West Ham's success this season. I honestly think when Rice went through that little patch where he wasn't performing those few games in the middle of the season, Ogbonna was that man. He was, and he shot up. He scored his goal as well for West Ham, and he's I think he's good. You give me a 25-year-old Ogbonna, I'm taking him. A backup or a starter, I don't care. I'll take it for rotation. He's a baller, man, and he deserves more respect on his name. For me, backline. I think for me it's Maguire gets in, and I think Diaz gets in, but I would also settle for John Stones and Rudiger to get in there. I think they deserve to also have mentioned in there, because for me, Rudiger, I told you, man, about this guy. And you, man, call me stat merchants. I'm strong on the eye test. And I told you, man, guy's a beast. He's a beast. You get a proper manager in charge of him. Beast. He's shut up Suarez. He shut up all these top ballers. And, sadly, this is only going to be a season they look back. But he's been doing it since before his injury. Got injured, played bad. But for me, duo in the back line has to be Maguire and Diaz.
Maguire and Diaz is what Ads has gone for. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know in the chat as well. Lambs, who are your 2?
I swear, if he wasn't so injured for crucial parts of the season, then there's absolutely every way Thiago Silva gets in there alongside Diaz for me. But because of the injury thing, he wasn't consistently playing, so it'll be quite unfair of me to put him in there. Diaz definitely gets in there for me. There's no denying how phenomenal he's been for City. It's just a shame that every time he faces us against Tuchel, he just gets rattled, it's just the effect that we have, No one can blame him. But apart from that, he's been absolutely phenomenal. This is what City have been missing since they got rid of Company, and it's clear to see that's literally what they needed to get back to title winning ways, to be fair. Now, my second person is actually going to be Harry Maguire, because you can see how essential he was to that United defence. And a lot of the time when it looks like, they were pushing for that title race, they were in that title race alongside City, it was him protecting that back line. And you could see literally when he wasn't playing, they would concede goals or the defence would be so shaky, it wouldn't be convincing. Do you know what I mean? But him being there just calmed everything around him, like the Lindelofs, the De Gea / Henderson in goal, the wing backs, or you know your left backs and your right backs, and in Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. Him being there, Harry Maguire, like this season, and you can tell he got off to a shaky start. He was getting hella slander last season, and deservedly so, because for the price tag, there was a lot expected. But this season, he's proved how pivotal, how essential he is to that defense. He is their starting centre back. There's no denying it. The skills is always there. I think maybe, you know, the price tag, the pressure of United being given the captain's armband, it was a lot for him to process initially. But you can see how essential it is. It's Maguire and Diaz for me.
Maguire and Diaz. Okay, cool. I don't actually disagree. I know there's a lot of talks about Fofana, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and I think Thiago Silva's been very important, very key actually at the beginning of the season for Chelsea, especially when we was playing in the back four and he was next to Zuma. He definitely, if you look at where Chelsea were last season to where they are now when Thiago Silva come in, yes, we did leak goals here and there, but under Lampard, but I just feel like we upped our game at the back and we looked a lot more certain in many ways. And yeah, unfortunately, if he didn't get injured, I would have thrown Thiago Silva in there as well. I definitely agree with that. But if we're talking about the overall season, I see a lot of people saying in the chat, Fofana Diaz, LFC fans saying Trent should be in there. I don't know, bro. I think he's had a bit of an upsetting season, if you want my honest opinion. I would go 100%. I would go for. I'll show you who I'm going to go for. This is who I think is going to have to be in there. I think Harry Maguire has to be in there for me. I think he's very. What's his name? Maguire, isn't it? There he is.
Do you like to spell? No, M-A.
That's what I'm saying. I get stuck with this stuff.
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Harry Maguire for me is definitely one of the players that has to go in, and you only have to look at where Man United are this season in terms of their position. Yes, people could argue that they were quite lucky and blessed in terms of injuries. All right, they missed Paul Pogba. They only missed Paul Pogba, but if they've lost to Bruno and Maguire and some other people, they may have struggled. But that doesn't matter. If we're talking about it in terms of the overall season, he's played very well, very, very well. He's been organising them, and you've seen without him that they're just not the same team. And I think he gets slated a lot, and I think he's had a very good season, and I think he deserves to be there. The other one for me, who I'm quite reluctant to put in there is, I say reluctant because he's had a good season, but he's Diaz. I think with Diaz, I feel like his Premier League season and what he's done for Man City has been pivotal for them winning the title. But I just feel like it might just be the Chelsea games that I've seen. I just feel like he maybe not be as good. He's as good as people think he is. That makes sense. Like I think he's good. I think he deserves to be in the team of the season. But I think next season will be telling with someone like Ruben Diaz. So Ruben Diaz and Harry Maguire makes a lot of sense for me. Look, there's nearly 30 of you in the chat. Please make sure you smash that like button if you're new to GNA TV. Please subscribe. We're on that road to 1.5k. The giveaway will be at some point later today. We've set it up. It's going to be over on our Instagram page. So make sure you go over to the Instagram page and follow us on over there. You guys can get involved with the team of the season soon. We're just doing our team of the seasons, and we're going to allow you guys to pick and choose via chats and stuff. And if you want to do super chats as well, users are open to do that as well. Want to go on to left back ads. Left back, mate.
We're going to talk about the left back. There's no argument. There's actually no argument at all. Like I'm gonna call out a few people here if that's all right. Oh yeah, it's my channel. I can do what I want. Listen, all I'm saying is, you know, there are a few joke men out there who go by the names of Stephen Featley, who said that Tierney's better than Shaw. Listen, Shaw it is and always will be better than Tierney. Like, who is Tierney? Who is he compared to Luke Shaw? Who? Like, it's like, oh god, it's a disgrace that they're even in the same conversation. But for me, Luke Shaw, number one. I'm not, Lambs and Gem especially know, I'm not saying he's the best left back in the world, because I still think people like Alphonso Davies will give him a run for his money. But Luke Shaw will do it in the same vein. And I think for me, Luke Shaw has been the best left back in the league this season. Hopefully he can carry it on to next season as well. Luke
Shaw. I mean, I think he's been very good this season. But Lambs, do you agree? or do you disagree?
Yeah, actually, this guy has been completely revolutionized. I thought after Jose took his soul, that was it. It was done, dusted, and buried. But literally, like Lazarus, man rose from the dead. He rose from the dead. And I was just like, wow, is this Luke Shaw? Like, is this actually Luke Shaw? I think he's been one of United's best players this season. Their player of the year, like undoubtedly. And any United fan who disagrees clearly doesn't watch their team. Yeah, Bruno's Bruno, but he's nowhere near as effective this season as he was last season. Last season, it was literally the Bruno show. But this season, I noticed some light patches. But Luke Shaw has been consistently brilliant week in, week out. With Ben Chilwell, he got off to a good start under Lampard, then he kind of fell off a little bit towards the end of Lampard's tenure, and then he had a shocking start under Tuchel as well. And I just thought, whoa, like what's going on? But I have to say, he did grow into that role, and literally since then he has kicked on and he's been brilliant towards the rest of the season. But if we're talking on a consistent basis, then Luke Shaw does edge it over Ben Chilwell for me. But come next year, Chilly B's coming back.
Oh,
Yeah,
is he now?
there's someone that no one's actually spoke about, which is Robertson, who, to be fair to him, has been one of the best.
Wait, who?
Robertson, who's been one of the best left backs in the league for a while, until this season. I don't think Robertson's had
it's because
a completely bad season. I just think he's been in the team that's just underperformed, and
I don't know who that is.
I have to say, I wish Chilwell got that consistency from the beginning. It doesn't have that. If he didn't have that dip of form, I would have gone for him. But I have to go for Luke Shaw as well, and that's from Fata as well. Big up to Fata. Tierney is more irrelevant than your club, Josh, is what Daniel says. Without bias, it's Shaw, Chile, Criswell, then Zinchenko is what he's saying there.
That makes sense.
Luke Shaw. But yeah, I hear that. I think Luke Shaw, I would personally go with Luke Shaw. If we're talking about the overall season, I think he's been very good. I will have a look at Chilwell, though.
I don't think he's far off Chilwell. Literally, it's just because of that dip. That's probably why. And
I don't know who that is, though, Ram. I don't follow, bro. I don't know who that is. Sorry.
What's he talking about? Is he trying to be salty?
He said he was the guy that pocketed your defence at Old Trafford.
Who's this Robertson guy? Nothing compared to my left back.
Well, your left back's only turned up this season, yeah? So let's just be serious.
Oh, he was good last season as well.
No, he wasn't. He was. Just be serious.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
42 games Chilwell's played, 4 goals, 7 assists, and 4. I mean, he's got more goals than Luke Shaw, and he's got more assists than Luke Shaw, but Luke Shaw's had the better overall season. So it's,
if you look at Ben Chilwell, like, he makes runs. He runs up on the left. He runs up, makes crosses. Luke Shaw's very defensively minded. He stays back.
Can I tell you something? I'll bring up a stat quickly, if that's all right. And this is something I've been trying to tell people. Yes, Chilwell goes forward better than most left backs. I think going forward, he is the best left back in the league. If I'm going to be honest, I'm being unbiased. Him and Tierney take that for me. Crespo as well. The two biggest progressive passers in our team come from the left side. Fred and Luke Shaw are two most progressive passers, and that's been. I know Jim's laughing, but it's true. Fred and Shaw are our two progressive passers, so that's explaining why they stay back. So just imagine when we get a DM in, that could potentially change. Let's just see what happens. But Shaw this season, best left back, we'll do it again next season. I
don't think Ads has noticed the team yet, but Chilwell's gone in there.
Why?
I'm going to put Luke. No, I'm going to change it. I'm only joking. I just want to see people's reactions. Cool. But no, Chilwell. Let's be serious. Chilwell. Yeah, I agree with that. I think Chilwell is the better overall left back, but Luke Shaw deserves it this season. So we will put Luke Shaw in.
There's a comment here, Jem, that I think we should bring up. When he said Luke Shaw could, but you don't rely on left backs to win you trophies, to be honest. That's to do with your attacking players and the defensive players doing their job, to be fair. Like, we do know the attack is what lost them that game. And a bit of luck as well. But
yeah.
I'm just saying, if Maguire is there, they don't lose that game. Like, when they equalise, they go on and win it.
Yeah, exactly. I hear that. There's nearly 40 of you here. Please smash the like button. Please subscribe if you're new to GNA TV as well. thank you for tuning in. Obviously, I know it's very hot today. People want to be outside rather than in, so we completely understand that right now. So, yeah, thank you for all being here still. Right, we're going to move on. What's going on? What we looking at? What we laughing at?
Philippe was miles better ahead of Shaw. No.
We will be doing the giveaway. Lambs has prepared it backstage. We're going to talk about it backstage after this show, and then it'll probably be out with you guys at some point today on the Instagram page. So if you're new, please get over to our Instagram page. It's in the description below. GNA TV official. Go and follow. You have the opportunity to win a jersey of your choice. We're not limiting you. A jersey of your choice, but there is some requirements before.
You can even pick Spurs if you want. I don't know why, but you can.
Right, let's move on, people. Let's move on. I'm going to move on to the centre of this midfield, and we're going to go to Ads. Ads, who are you choosing?
Is this DM? Yeah, it's DM.
This is DM, yeah.
All right. It's like, why is it even a question? It's Kante, man, all day. Like, listen, I'm sorry, but you know, all these Chelsea fans, people like that saying he's not world class till he wins the trophy is a joke. Honestly, like, it's just a joke. It's a joke. For me, you know, Kante, you know, I don't know why people said at the start of the season that, you know, he's probably going to end his career when he's 31. For me, he's going to be going to he's like 35. I've honestly seen going to these 35. I don't know why this guy is in contention with anyone in the world. I don't understand. He's honestly just the best DM in the last for me, the last decade, and he's going to be in this decade as well. In the 2020s. Listen, for me, this guy is just a god. He's just a proper D and an outright baller.
Yeah, does he deserve to be in the overall Premier League team this season? He has been injured. People are forgetting he has been injured this season as well, and he's been out in parts.
And he's still he's been out, but still no one has dirt on him now. Like he's done better than them even when he was like he could be injured for half a season, and like he's done this season, he's come back stronger than most men have on a full 50 plus something games. Like he's done the best. He's put in the most work, and when he's had his chance, he's been the most consistent for me. Do I think he's been the best in terms of individual attributes like passing? No, I don't. But what he brings to the team, I've said time and time again, he's a prime example of a backbone player, the person who does the stuff that someone who is meant to lead the team is supposed to. And I think, he really does deserve a lot more respect than he gets. I don't know why he gets compared to players. I don't know why.
Yeah, Ram, do you really want to play Gundogan in a DM? Did you not watch the Champions League final, bro? Like, let's be serious. Like, man could not play.
Rams is just a little bit
fun. But no, I hear N'Golo Kante, and N'Golo Kante is always a good shout. I know a lot of people in the chat are saying Kante. Someone's just mentioned Souček, who's had a very good season at West Ham. We cannot forget about that as well. He's managed to help them get into the Europa League, into Europa. So yeah, Lambs, who are you going for?
Yeah, it's 100%. It's Kante. Kante has to get in there for me as well. De Bruyne as well, because it is De Bruyne. I'm also going to go for a little controversial one, and again, the only time I'm going to include a Liverpool player in this as well, because I felt like a lot was asked of this guy this season, and he did adapt fairly well considering the circumstances. Like, he was asked to do a huge job, and that's Fabinho. Like, not only the guy's natural DM, he had to play as a centre back as well. He had to literally balance and carry that team for a good majority part of the season. So I'm going to go for those three.
So, okay, so say that again. Fabinho,
Kante, De Bruyne.
Fabinho, Kante,
I'd like to disagree, personally.
Is that your three in the middle, or you just gone for that one position? I'm lost.
It's my three in the middle.
Oh, right. Okay, I thought all right. Okay, fair enough. All right. There you go. I'm to be honest, in terms of CDMs, as we're talking here, to be honest, I think Kante's an easy option. I think Souček deserves a shout as well. I think he's been very, very good. There's also talks about Bissouma, who's had a good season as well, even though he's not at the best of teams.
Bissouma is actually a shout, and the thing is, the reason why I'd probably if I was going to vote for either Bissouma or Souček, Bissouma gets it over Souček for me, because I feel like towards the end of the season, like, you can tell that West Ham they started leaking a lot more goals. They weren't so defensively strong as well. And I think, that just goes to show the consistency wasn't there. Whereas with Brighton, they were consistently phenomenal the whole season. The only problem they had is they just couldn't finish their chances. They just had nobody to put it away. But they created tons of chances, and he was a big part. So if I'm going to vote between those two, it's Basuma for me.
Basuma. What are people saying here? We've got Kante missed most of the season, which is what I did say as well. Fabinho, nah.
He's still well.
Can't put Fab. He's been playing centre back majority, is what Lambs is saying. Lambs keep saying it's Rams is saying. Bruno.
That's my point, because he was actually playing. He was playing them for the majority of the season. But once some of the defensive players came back, they went and invested and got Kabak and started playing Phillips regularly. They pushed him back into the DM position because that's where he's supposed to be. But at the end of the day, like, praise his versatility. Yeah, you guys are so dead. Yeah, you guys were awful this season, but he was one of the players. Respect.
Is that right?
I'm going to be biased and just say N'Golo Kante as well. But to be honest, I think there's a good shout for other individuals. Let's be serious. But Ads, what are you going to say?
Right. Okay. Right. I'm just going to say this now because I know there's two positions left. All I'm saying is, listen, De Bruyne, brilliant player. Bruno, brilliant player. Overall, I still think De Bruyne has done more in his career to be better. So I'm just saying that now. For me, the other two midfielders I put in there are Ndidi and Bruno.
Ndidi and Bruno. Okay.
Because Ndidi, look, we've spoken about Basuma, Souček. For me, I'm glad no one mentioned Rice because I know he has an impact on West Ham, but I don't. For me personally, he's a good DM, but I don't think he's at the level of an Ndidi, and I think Ndidi for me is just so disrespected. In fact, he hasn't even been mentioned in the comments as a joke. For me, Kante and Ndidi and Bruno. I'm not saying anymore, man. That's my midfield three.
Okay, what are you saying, Lambs?
People think we're out here disrespecting Mount. We're actually not. Like, Mount, take nothing away from how passionate, how hardworking, how brilliant Mason Mount has been, his attitude, his mentality. But at the end of the day, 84 shots on goal and 6 goals. Don't forget that, please. He's not that great yet. Calm down.
Yeah.
He will get there.
Calm down.
Not there yet. Okay? There's other players who deserve to get in this team ahead of him. That's all. He wouldn't even have been my player of the season. I would have given it to Mendy, to be honest. I would have given it to Mendy 100% because he contributed. Mason Mount is an attacking player. Our stats attacking-wise were not good. Our stats defensive were phenomenal. So it has to be Mendy. Like, they speak for themselves. Like, I love Mason Mount, but give the boy time. Literally, he's 22. Calm down.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm just looking at Wilfred Ndidi's stats. Obviously, he's played 36 games overall. He's had one goal, 4 assists, and 7 yellow cards. So he's played a lot of games. To be fair, the thing with these stats is it doesn't give me an overall image of what I want to know about it. But fair enough. Yeah, I mean, so who was your two in front, Lambs? Who was your two in front? De Bruyne
and what are we still in the midfield? Fabinho. Yeah.
So she's gone for De Bruyne and Fabinho. Ads has gone with Ndidi and Bruno. I'm going to say, I think Bruno's got to be there. I think if we look at Bruno's stats quickly, I think it talks for himself. Like he's been better than De Bruyne. I think De Bruyne has actually been. We're gonna check both. Actually,
De Bruyne was injured as well. Like, let's take that into account as well. Take that into account.
If we look at his stats, his current season stats, he has played 58 games, which is lots of games in all competitions. All right, he's scored 28 goals and he's got 17 assists. There's no doubt for me that Bruno has to be in that team. And then if you want to compare him to a Kevin, can't spell his last name. Bruyne.
Bruyne.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at a Kevin De Bruyne, for example. Because for me, it's either or. I don't think both of them deserve to be on the pitch, in our team of the season. I think you either choose the Bruno or you choose the De Bruyne. I don't think they've both been absolutely amazing.
It was kind of between them two that people were kind of going for as their player of the season. Like it was kind of, they were talking about Bruno and Kevin De Bruyne. I think for a while Gundogan was in the conversation too. So I do suppose it is between those.
He's had 40 games, 10 goals, and 18 assists. I mean, his assist levels are still massive.
He's been injured as well. So
he's been injured as well. So if you take it into consideration, Bruno's played pretty much every game this season, barring in a couple off when he's come off the bench. Could Kevin De Bruyne have matched Bruno in terms of goals as well? Maybe. But if we're going on the overall season, I think one of the spaces has to go to Bruno, which means I'd drop KDB. And the other one for me that I would go for, and I think he's been pivotal since he's left. I think Gundogan, there's two. I think Gundogan's been massively. I think he's not really looked at as a big player.
Serious player.
When they had no Aguero and they had no De Bruyne, they needed players to turn up. This guy was turned up for a good 3 months, at least 3 months when these guys are out, or 2 months when these guys are out. Do you know what I mean? So for me, he might not have as many goals or assists, but I think his overall game has been very good, and is part of the reason why I think Man City done so well without KDB when he was out injured. It's not coming out with what I want at the moment.
Can I say something quickly, James? Is that right?
Can I just say something about this, guys? Right, we average about 2 goals per game if we win. Right, our attack has not been good this season. Whatever you say about Mount, it's not going to change my stance. I don't care. He could have created 500 chances. Yeah. Scored 6. It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. Do you know that's a conversion rate of just under 7%? It's pathetic.
Let's go.
I expect more from my attacking players, but I'm giving him time because I know what he can do. But don't sit here and try and sell this to me. It's not going to work.
Let's have a look at Mason Mount then, shall we? All right. So this is Mason Mount for Chelsea. 54 games. 9 goals and 9 assists. He's not once hit double digits there. And we're comparing him, people. We need to bear this in mind. Mason Mount's being compared to Bruno. He's being compared to De Bruyne, Gundogan. Yeah, these are the positions that we're currently looking at the moment in a 4-3-3. So it's very hard for us to argue. Yes, he's been very important for Chelsea this season, and I get that. He has been massively important. But if you're comparing him to the other individuals this season and what they've done in terms of their stats, then I think it's hard for us to argue. I really, really do think it's hard for us to argue.
Can I say something now? Is that all right?
Go on.
All I'm going to say is, for me, De Bruyne has not done as well as he did last season, but I still think he's better than Bruno. And the reason why I say that is because of his overall achievements. I think when it comes to, I think the reason why the debate is because Bruno's talented. I think he's more talented than De Bruyne, but he's won less. De Bruyne's won more, but he's not as talented as Bruno, and that's why they come together and clash. So when people say one's better than the other, I think they're both on the same par, except that they lack each other's strengths. That's what I'd say. So for me, yeah, I agree. Jem, you put Bruno in, right? Not Ben.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now, actually. Let me just share screen with you guys.
So then Bruno and Kante definitely in so far, and there's one more space, the last space.
There's one more space, and look, it's between us. People, viewers, you can have your say straight after we've done ours, to be honest, and you know, if you want to remove certain individuals and get involved, you can do that. So that's not a problem. Bruno Fernandes is one of them.
No argument you man can make for Mount that means he deserves to get in.
We need to, but the thing is, we need to come to a decision together here, because at the moment, obviously, Ads has said Ndidi. I've said maybe Gundogan. You've said De Bruyne, haven't you? Lambs? De Bruyne.
De Bruyne or Fabinho, yeah.
All right, you know what? If you've said Gundogan, then because you know what? I said at the start of the season, I said Gundogan is a good player. I said he's a top class player. I think if he does get his chance, then he might do something. And I'm not one of the people who say he definitely will do something. I just hope that they do, because I want, like, Gundogan for me is one of the most underrated players in the league, and he still will be. But Jem, if you have put Gundogan in, then I'm willing to change Ndidi for Gundogan.
Let's ask the viewers. Viewers, who would you choose? There's 40 of you here right now. Please smash the like button, number one. If you're new to GNA TV, please subscribe as well. We're on our road to 1.5k in subscribers. The giveaway will be released soon. Lambs is going to put
seeing Suchek here. That's a shout.
Lambs is going to put the link in the chat for the Instagram page as well. So make sure that you guys get on over there as well. Suchek is a good shout. But viewers, you tell us, who deserves to take that last position next to Kane and Bruno? Is it a De Bruyne? Is it a Gundogan? Is it an Ndidi? Is it a Suchek? Is it a Fabinho? Who would you choose? I want to know. Tell us now. There's 45 of you here. Let us know. The Instagram link's in the chat as well. Make sure you go and follow over there because we'll be doing that giveaway. Suchek or Gundogan is what ZVO says. DC says Mason Mount. There's a Mason Mount is there. Tielemans, another good shout. Tielemans had a very good season.
Keep it up.
Due to the Bruno has had more impact on the league this season. Where was City in the first part of the season? Good point.
He's already there. He's there. Bruno's there.
Yeah, Bruno's there, guys. Bruno and Kante are there. We need to know who deserves that last position. Gundogan or Suchek is what James says. Kante, Bruno, and Mount, but according to Lambs, Mount does not make it. So Suchek is what Marlon's saying.
You're funny.
Anyway, guys, it's been a great stream. See you later.
36 league appearances, second highest chances created in the freaking league. Mason Mount. I mean, I know there's a lot of Chelsea fans here.
Him to create chances if you're playing every single goddamn minute of every single competition. Duh.
Right, let's come to a decision between us, Jorginho. Yeah, all right. So who are we going with? Suchek, Kevin De Bruyne, Mount, or Ilkay Gundogan? Who are you saying?
It's for Suchek.
You know what? I'm gonna feel bad because I'm an East London boy and Suchek plays for my local team, and I'm not picking him. I'm gonna have to pick Gundogan, man. I just have too much respect for him. I did before the season, so Gundogan for me.
I agree. I'm going to say Gundogan as well. I think Gundogan has been. I think he's been underlooked, really, in my opinion. I think Gundogan deserves.
Overlooked.
Overlooked. Sorry, overlooked in many ways. I think he deserves to be in that team, and I think a Gundogan, Fernandes, and Kante midfield. I don't think many people could ask. I know there's a lot of Mason Mount guys there that want him in there, but we will look. Listen, guys, you can do that. After we've done this, you can change it. If you want to have your thoughts and you say you can do, we'll let you get involved and do that. But we'll go to the front three, and we're going to start from the left, going across to the right. Ads, who's going in, mate? Who?
I mean, it's very, very hard. It would be hard if Marcus Rashford wasn't in the league. So Marcus Rashford for me.
Marcus Rashford is straight up on Marcus Rashford.
I know he's not been. I know he's not been as good as last season, like I said. But so have most players in our team, and I think it just proves when Marcus Rashford isn't up to scratch, everyone else around him in other teams performs. Last season, barely anyone was performing up to his level, and that is just simply the truth. On the eye test, that which week in week out, he has been a lot more hungrier this season to get forward, which is why he's been caught offside. I think I read a stat somewhere that he's been one of the most players to be caught offside this season, especially against the teams who set a low block and either play low block or set a high line. And he's been doing that against many mid-table teams as well in the league. But for me, Rashford done well. You know, he is an injury-prone player and he's only 23. So for me, you know, he deserves to get in there. And I'm hearing people say Foden, but I'm sorry. You know, Foden, I love Foden. I like him. I rate him. But Rashford's getting in there for me. Rashford's getting in there.
Look, let's go into the stats side of it quickly.
On the fucking injury table, mate. Rashford has not been on part of the season.
Well,
let's be honest. Up front, it has to be Kane. Kane and Foden definitely get in there, guys. Sorry.
Let's look at the stats on Rashford at the moment, right? He's played 57 games in all competitions. He's scored 21 goals, which is pretty impressive in all comps. He scored 11 in the Premier League. He's also assisted 15 with 11 also in the Premier League, and he's picked up 4 yellow cards. That's not bad. That is not bad for Marcus Rashford, you know, from someone that's playing off the left as well. I get why Ads would opt to pick Marcus Rashford. We're going to move on to Lambs. Lambs, who's your choice?
It's Foden. Come on.
Foden, yeah. Foden. All right. What about this guy? Because a lot of people saying about Son as well. I think he's been good in parts of the
Oh,
season.
get that disgrace out of here, man. Who is he? Listen, I'm sorry, but how are you gonna listen? The only reason why he's irrelevant now. He's probably gonna end his career in the next 2 years, and then I don't know, probably playing some other league. I'm sorry, but when you debunk as much as he has in the space of only a few months, you don't deserve to even be mentioned. Let's be real. He started off great. He started off brilliant. And I rate him very highly. I think he's a top class, not world class. You might think he's world class. I say top class. He's just in that shade underneath. For me, he debunked and dropped off so much that people actually said, "Is this the same Son?" I mentioned that as well.
Yeah.
So no, Rashford.
Pull up Foden's stats, please.
I'm trying to at the moment. It's just so slow. I don't know what's going on at the moment. It must be the heat. Phil Foden, 50 appearances, 16 goals and 10 assists.
Okay, so D Thomas, this is why I said Foden is better than Mount. Thank you.
Oh my God. Do you see what hashtag said? Son better than Mane. Brother, you're on. Oh my God, I give up.
Trolling.
Troll.
Everton Rose is in the chat as well. Big up to Everton Rose. She says Phil Foden is so good. We forgot he's a 20-year-old called Phil, which is true. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And if you're new here, please smash the like button. We're not at 40 likes yet. We're 4 away. Get us to 40 likes, please, and then please subscribe as well. Lamb keeps throwing in the Instagram link as well for you guys to also sign on over there, because we will be doing a giveaway, and I don't want you guys to miss out on that as well. So get involved over there. Phil Foden, Son over Mane, Jack Grealish has been mentioned in this again. Been injured. Sven says that's one stinky take from Ads. Son has got 17 goals and 11 assists. So let's have a look at Son then. Come on in, let's throw Son in that, because we deserve. I think.
I'm sorry, but this is where the eye test matters. This is where the eye test matters, because you can have man can have the best stats in the world, you can have different stats, but that was all at the start of the season, though.
Exactly. Do you remember that dynamic relationship between Kane and Son at the start of the season, when man was just assisting and scoring? It was just they were sharing the goals between themselves. Them two. But that literally the second half of the season that capitulated. That's gone.
Guys,
I'm talking consistently
because they are pretty impressive.
Through the whole season, Foden has to be
51 appearances in all competitions. He scored 22 goals in all competitions and 17 assists. Again, pretty impressive. 17 goals in the Premier League, 10 assists in the Premier League as well.
He's also 20. The other one is also 27. Just saying.
Yeah, but if you take into consideration where Spurs are, where they are in the league, and don't get me wrong, the reason he's got that many goals is because
that just shows it wasn't consistent, because if they continue with that momentum, by the end of the season, that stat right there, both of them will be doubled.
I agree. You know what? Also, as well, Spurs don't have other players in the team that score. Kane and Son are the only two that generate goals in that team. And you're right. There's a heavily responsibility on them. Yes, they didn't finish in the Champions League.
But then look at ours. Look at how many attacking players we have, and the amount of stats we have, and we can barely score goals. So it's not really about the amount of squad depth, attacking players, options that you have. It's about how potent the ones that you do have, who are fit, and what they can deliver for you.
Yeah, look, and I hear that. I do hear that massively, and I think Son can't be forgotten. I mean, them stats are pretty good. I know he did div out. I know he did div out. The argument with Foden would be that he's played very well, but again, he's not consistently been brought into the team. So he hasn't played as much as someone like a Mason Mount, for example. And then you look at a Marcus Rashford, who's played pretty much every game that Man United play. Ollie puts him in, and even he's had very good games, but he's also had in and out games. I think it could go to any of the three in my eyes, personally. I think they've all been.
Wait, who's your three, Jim?
If I had to choose on the left between Rashford, Son, and Foden, I would probably give it to Marcus Rashford. If honest
Can I
opinion.
just say one thing though? Can I just say
Mate,
one thing?
you're just proving my point with this, by the way, because the man has played less games and he's got a higher conversion rate. That's all I'm saying. Let's just move on now.
Yeah,
That's it.
Gem, I know you said about his son shouldn't be forgotten, but I guarantee you, I'm sure you once he I think after this season he's going to be finished. I don't see any future for him at Spurs. As much as Kane doesn't see him having a future either. For me, those two players have done as much as they can, and sadly, their mission was always set up to fail because when you have a inconsistent back line, you have a forever congested midfielder. Like you don't know who's going to start in the midfield week in week out. You don't. It's only one player who you know is going to start for definite. And for me, Kane and Son going to Spurs, it's been good because they've been their two unique players at their club. They've been the two mains, but you add up the conclusion. They could have done this at another club and left a legacy there. Look at their age now. What are they going to do? I don't think they're going to leave. I'm going to leave. To be honest with you.
Let's move into it then. It's hard. It's really hard because I think Foden deserves to be there as well. And
just in response to that statement over there, okay, the man has won a Premier League title, but he doesn't deserve to be in the Premier League team of the season.
There's an argument for that. Yeah,
just make it make sense, please.
It's between them two. I don't know. I'm struggling massively here because they've both
Rashford
played
beats
very
kids.
well.
Just saying that.
No, I'm going to give it to Marcus Rashford. I just think he's been that important for Man United this season. I think he's as important as Bruno is to Man United, to be honest.
I agree.
I know he gets the reason I pick him again is because he gets a lot of hate when he isn't playing well, but when he turns up, he's not very. They don't notice him, and it's only certain parts of. So I'll say a small minority of Man United fans that have got this thing against him. So just for that only, I'm going to put Marcus Rashford in there. I think Foden's been awesome though. Don't think I don't like Foden. I think Foden's been amazing. There's an argument that Foden could go on the right.
I don't think Ollie's been doing him any favours because he's been overplaying him. He's been using him so much. Like he's been heavily relying on a few key players to like carry their team as well.
He played on the left though, Lambs.
And that's why I don't know, but you still have other players in your squad that he just doesn't use. Like why? Like at least two of the new signings that we've barely seen this season, but they've been bought. Like Tell us
for me,
what have they done? Rotate
for me,
I don't understand.
Look,
what I mean, he's been relying so.
I get that. Let's try and move on, guys, because we're getting up to an hour as well. Let's try and get the other two positions filled as well. So, look, we've got the right. Look, Foden again could get on the right here, but then obviously there's talks of Mahrez. There's some other individuals that we could probably throw in there as well.
Mahrez.
Havertz. No, I'm joking. Timo Werner. Ads, who takes up that right position for you? Obviously, Salah's there. You could think of Mahrez, for example, who's been awesome this season. Who are you going with?
First of all, I just want to say if Sterling was committed to that right wing role, there'd be no discussion season in, season out. Just saying that. The hate he gets is a disgrace. I'm going to be honest with you. For me, I love watching Salah and Mahrez, but for me, Mahrez takes that one, man. Like Mahrez, big part to Leicester's success before he left. And he really does deserve to take that spot. And he's contributed a lot to what City have done this season. And he's made that right wing spot. His, a game against I think he scored a hat trick in the game as well. Yeah, he scored a hat trick this season. And I think on the eye test, his off the ball movement is just as good as him on the ball as well. He gets into good space. He tracks a man in front of him, and he outruns his marker. And that's through set pieces and whilst they're marking him through in a run of play. I think he's honestly a top class / world classiest kind of winger now, man. I don't know why people don't. They still say that Sterling's world's better. I think Sterling is better than him. I just don't think his world's better anymore, man. I think Mahrez is that guy who will be there for City in the future. Jem, you're muted.
Sorry, yeah, and there you go. I mean, there's shout outs for Salah. I can see people going mad for Salah. So what I'm going to do again is we're going to bring up them stats. Make sure you smash them likes, people. We're nearly coming up to an hour. Right, let's go. So, I picked the wrong one.
My vote.
Lam,
My
go on.
vote is also for Mahrez as well. So, like I said, I'm interested to see these stats because a lot of people are saying Salah. Yeah, fair enough. He has been carrying the team. Towards the back end of the season, probably helped them get back into the Champions League spaces. But consistently throughout this whole season, Mahrez has been phenomenal, man. Can't deny that.
Yeah, we're just waiting for it to load up. I think what Salah's done for Liverpool, I think if you take Salah's goals away and what he's input this season to the team, they wouldn't be they are. They wouldn't have got Champions League. They would no one would have got Champions League. He was scoring in all their games, even when they were drawing 1-1s or 0-0s. It would be Salah goal that would be the difference. And it's ridiculous. 51 games, 31 goals, and 6 assists. The right assists ain't massive, but still 22 goals in the Premier League, 6 in the Champions League, 3 in the FA Cup. He's been mad again. He has been mad, and he deserves to be spoken about. We can talk about Mahrez as well. Let's have a look at Mahrez as well. Mahrez is... I think it's between Salah and Mahrez, if you don't mind speaking. I can't really think of anyone else. If anyone in the chat can think of anyone that they would like me to check stats on, please let me know, and I will do that for them. But to be honest, I think it's going to have to be Mahrez or Salah. So, if it loads up quick enough.
You can read out the super chat whilst we're loading.
I ain't on it, actually, if you can do it.
All right, I'll read it out. All right. Gio, thanks for the £5 donation, bro. He says, big up to GNA TV. Keep up the great work. Cheers. Big up to you, my bro. Yeah, man. Let us know. Are you confident for your team's future next season, by the way? You have Tomori. So,
yeah. So look after Tomori for us, Gio. Thank you.
Yeah, I still can't believe he ain't gone to England, to be honest, but that's another story for another day. But 48 games, 14 goals and 9 assists. It's nowhere near the level of a Mo Salah if you look at the goals that he's scored. And then even with the assist, all right, he's got more assists, but even then with the assist, he's not massively ahead of him. And I think Mahrez has been important. I think, again, with Mahrez, he's been important in patches. It's in patches with Mahrez for me. So I'm going to say Salah.
Can I say something for you? Can I explain why? For me, Mahrez has been a part of a better team this season. I still think Salah is better than him, but I know we're looking at stats right now, but I have watched City, I have watched Liverpool, and for me, right, Salah is like, I don't know, I'm trying to set an example. He's like Voldemort. Without his snake, he's weak, innit? You know what I'm saying? Without his snake, he's weak. And that snake is Mane. And Mane hasn't been up to scratch this season. And I said to people, I think Mane is a better footballer and has more of an impact to a team than Mo Salah. And this season, I guess I've kind of been proven right, because I know Salah's come back this season at the end and done his thing. But for me, Mane and Salah together, that they complement each other, even though they're on separate rings. And for me, Mahrez is just more of a complete player. He doesn't need to rely on anyone next to him on the other wing. So for me, it has to be Mahrez.
Rodrigo's what Tim Smith says. Oh, good shout, man.
I think Ads makes a really good point, but I also kind of agree with what you're saying there, Jem, and also those stats. You can't really argue with those stats, but literally, like, how the way Mane has been so ridiculously shocking, yeah. I don't want to hear anything about Timo Werner from Liverpool fans when they have this guy in their front line, yeah. Man went from Premier League winner to non-existent this year. How does that happen? And I think a lot of that is to do with literally why Liverpool capitulated so badly this season. Forget about the defense. You can still score goals. Why weren't you scoring goals? Because there was one person carrying a front three. Mad.
Yeah, I hear that. We're going to move on to the forward, but before we do that, please smash the like button. There's nearly 50 of you here. Please subscribe if you're new to GNA TV. We've nearly finished our team of the season. We're going to let you guys get involved as well in the chats. And yeah, let's go from there. But let's go on to the strikers, guys. What are we saying? Because there's a shout for Harry Kane.
Harry!
There's obviously Cavani. There's Timo Werner. I mean, who else is there really? I mean, I want to viewers tell us who is your striker. Who would you complete as your striker in this team? Let's go to ads. Ads, who you going with?
Fam, this is a sticky situation, man. Not gonna lie to you. This is so fucking hard because you know what? I love Harry Kane. I love his lisp. I love his interviews. I love how he plays on the field as well. But you know, Cavani has also done well this season in a short space of time. Forget, people. Remember,
Bamford?
man was for free, 34 years old and for free, and
Yeah.
he's come and scored double-digit goals and nearly got double-digit assists as well. Like, oh my god, you know, Kane, world class. You know, he's up there with you know, in a short space of time, he's made it up there with the best of the best. People like Lewandowski. But Cavani, you know, one, he's been doing it for way longer in terms of his career. Two, he's at my club, and three, I watched him a lot more than Harry Kane. And the end of the season, Harry Kane has dropped off massively, which is round the same time that Cavani actually stepped foot in. It's actually the same time that he stepped foot in Manchester United. So for me, I'm going for the El Matador. You know, I can all show you arrows at me. You can all show you arrows at me.
People would say
I'm picking
that's
Cavani.
biased. People would say that's biased. People would say that's biased. But no, Ads is entitled to his opinion.
But I've given a reason.
Yeah, all right.
I've given an actual valid reason.
We'll do both. Let's have a look at Cavani. Let's have a look at your Cavani before we go on to Lambs. Yeah, let's have a look and see how he's done. You forget with Edison Cavani,
my answer is going to be Harry Kane, like all day, every day.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at
yeah.
The thing is, right, Cavani has been in and out again in patches. He was out for a little while, and then he was in and he was out. He's not consistently played for Man United, but let's have a look at his stats because, I mean, he's played 39 games in all competitions. He scored 17 goals. He scored 10 in the Premier League, to be fair, and he scored 6 in Europa League, and he's assisted 6 as well. So that's not bad for someone that hasn't played the full season and is as of 35 or 36 of the age. But Harry Kane, are you ready for this?
Those stats are just going to be tripled, mate. If you think those stats were mad, this is going to be like ridiculous. There's no comparing it, mate. No.
At least I'm not saying Aubameyang. I'm trying to say. At least I'm not saying Aubameyang. At least I'm not saying that clown.
Well, people say Bamford, people saying Vardy, people saying, you know, some other individuals.
Oh shit, Vardy!
This is desperation right here. Vardy, no, because of his injury, isn't it? And then Iheanacho had to come in for a bit, so because of that, no Vardy.
Harry Kane
Look
has
at
played
that.
49 games in all competitions and scored 33 goals and has assisted 17, 23 in the Premier League. And
I think we have a winner.
It's embarrassing that he's only scored 13 more goals than him. It's embarrassing. How can man come through? You're 34 years old, come in for half a season, and yet, you know, there's apparently yes, Kane is the best striker in the league, but how is a 34-year-old only catching up to you? It doesn't make sense to me. For me, I'm at the door all day. All day long. If he's at Chelsea, it'd be the same thing. If he was at Chelsea, it'd be the same thing. Maybe not, but still. Cavani, no one will reach his level. Cavani's one of the best strikers of all time.
Bamford. I'm interested.
Not being biased.
I'm just interested to check all the other stats that we've got here as well.
Not in the team, Lewis. Not in the team.
What's he saying?
Is that where's Andreas Christensen?
Oh, stop it, man. Stop this nonsense. All right. 38 games, 17 goals and 8 assists. That ain't bad for Bamford, you know. That is not bad. And bearing in mind he played in 2 competitions all season as well. And if you look at, for example, let's have a look at Vardy. Because he's been in and out, hasn't he, with injuries and whatever else. So come on, Jamie, get your fatted up, mate. Here we go. Right. Here we go. Jamie Vardy. Who else is there? Is there anyone else you can think of? I really can't. I mean, I don't even
literally between them two. For me, I don't even think Vardy gets in because you can tell the injury like cost him, isn't it? So
if Vardy was fit,
that's still not bad. That's still not bad for him being like in and out as well with injuries, and that's to be fair. So he's around Bamford level, but Harry Kane's doubled them. He's doubled all of them. So It's got to
Michael
be in
Jordan
it.
wanted
I
it,
just can't see. I mean, I don't want to put Timo Werner's name in there. Like, I can't. I just can't do that to myself.
Because we
Why
already
is he
know.
even being mentioned?
We already know.
Who is he in this video? Who is he in this video?
What about
The fact
Calvert
that
Lewin?
Kane didn't come up in this video is a joke, honestly.
I think Calvert-Lewin, like, he fell off the second half of the season. Like, it has to be Kane. Like, nobody puts up numbers like him. It has to be Kane. Like, I can't believe you guys are debating it, you know? Anyone else who's debating it right now at this point, they're just trolling. It has to be.
But look, I'm not saying Martial. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be stupid.
He didn't even play. How do you even put him in there?
Exactly. Just trolling out here.
I can say these players, but for me, you know what? And I think of that. I actually think about it. You know, I actually think about it. Like, I actually like think about it a bit more.
Oh wow!
Because I've actually focused more on defensive players, and that's what I like more. But you know, Vardy's won a Premier League, and Kane hasn't. Is Vardy actually on the same level as Kane?
Look at Dominic Calvert-Lewin's goals. 21 goals, 4 assists. He's been bagging them in. You know, I'm not going to lie. In all competitions,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
Yeah, he did that.
Impressive.
You know why it looks good though, because he did it consistent run at the start of the season. He did it consistently, building up the gas. Talking about him being in the England team, and he failed to do it at the end. That's why it looks good. You know what I'm trying to say?
Watkins. I don't think we can give Watkins a shout, Hassan. I don't think he's at that level. 0 points. Son instead of Rashford for me. We're going to get you guys involved now. Let me just quickly show you guys the team, our 11 anyway. This is the 11 that GNA TV have picked. Once we put Kane in there as well, I think Kane's just got to go in.
Yeah, all right. I don't know.
Let's put Harry Kane in there as well. There it is. There is our team of the season. Mendy, Shaw, Maguire, Ruben Diaz, Cancelo, Fernandes, Salah, Kane, Kante, Gundogan, and Marcus Rashford. Solid team. We haven't picked the manager yet. It'd be good to have a manager's name. Who do you think's been manager of the season?
For me, you know, I know Tuchel wasn't in contention for the manager of the season, but in terms of votes for the fans, but I would put him in there. To be honest with you, being unbiased, G, and you know my thoughts on him. I think he's a good manager. Even though he's failed to beat Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in any time that he's played against him. For me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's done well. Moyes has done well. Parker's done well, but he deserves a mention, but he's not up there yet. Guys, I see you saying I'm gonna say Ole. I'm not gonna say Ole. It's not gonna be Ole for me. But this season there's one man, and it's Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is he's the best of this new generation, man, and he's gonna live it out until he leaves and leaves his footballing career behind. This guy is just he is the GOAT of this new generation. Honestly, I'm telling you. So it has to be Pep.
Fatima says, "Don't worry, Lewis. I'm gonna play your card. I'll put your crusty ahead of Maguire. I'll get into the super chat wars with everyone." Fata's put the first super chat in, which means we will have to put him in. To be honest, I would probably say I don't know. I'd give it to David Moyes. That sounds
Moyes.
Bad. Yeah, I think
He's been better than Ole, bro.
He has, yeah. He has been.
Oh, come on. Let's face it, yeah. Let's face it.
I'm just gonna pick him anyway.
No, what about Lambs?
You didn't choose a league, are you sure? Oh right.
No, she will be saying
Lambs there. Well. Where is Lambs?
Lambs, where are you? No, she'll probably say Moyes as well. You know what? Moyes.
David Moyes. What he's done at West Ham, he deserves it. I think he's been great this season. He's got West Ham, who are in relegation into Europa League, ahead of Arsenal. Funny enough. So I think it's David Moyes. I want you guys to get involved now. Yeah, you get involved. Obviously, Fata's put in his first super chat, which means I have to put in now. I have to put in.
Not for who?
Crusty, but Fata, who are we taking out, bro? Let me know.
Said Maguire. He said ahead of Maguire.
Ahead of Maguire.
Yeah.
There we go. Chris, I can't even spell his name. Chris.
The deal. I'm not shameless, man. I'm not gonna say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, man. Even though I think Ole has been better than Moyes this season.
Let's spell Christensen.
So CHRISTN.
There he is.
Yeah.
There we go, Fatter. You've got it in. Christensen is the first guy to be amended.
I might need to send money
on
through.
here. He's the first guy to be amended on there. Fatter's said it right there with a super chat. So Christensen, based upon his £5 donation, thank you very, very much, has got man like Andreas Christensen in the chat. Carefree Lewis is absolutely gassed about it as well. Look how excited he is for that. Tuchel, yeah, I think Tuchel could have if he'd been at the beginning of the season, to be honest, but he hasn't. Moyes is what hashtag says as well. Taking the piss and give it to take the piss and give it to Ollie. Tuchel, note to UCL in 4. Yeah, I give him that, but this is the Premier League. Don't forget that as well. Honour your super chat and put Christensen in. Carefree Lewis, I've put him in, bruv. He's there. All right, take it on the chin. I'll take it on the chin. He's there. AC Hive is in. Listen, guys, let us know what you think about that. If there's any amendments that you'd like to make as well, let us know. We're going to go for another 15 odd minutes. We'll let you come in like once at a time. There's a link in the chat there for you to just come in, have your say, and whatever. So yeah, make sure you just come in. Let us know what you would change. And yeah, we'll go from there. But I think that's fair enough, isn't it, Ads? What do you think? That's fair enough.
Yeah, Christensen being in there is a disgrace, but you know, what can I say? You know, super chat really. You know, yeah,
Super
I mean, yeah, it's
chat's
fair though. It is fair. People, get your super chats in though, man. Give us your thoughts. You want to swap a player? Your super chats in. Just say the name of the player that you want, and then say who you want to swap them in for. If you want to give if you want to give the reasoning, then do please. But yeah. Just let us
Lambs,
know.
just to bring you up to date, Christensen's in the team because a super chat donation from Fatter has asked for him to be in there. I'm surprised Fatter didn't get Timo Werner in there as well. So yeah.
Listen, anybody tries to pay for Jorginho, I'm out of here. Just saying.
Yeah, we got another one from Fatter as well. Says
Oh
next
my
I'm play Johnny
God,
I'll put Money Mace ahead of Gundogan. Gundogan hasn't got the meals like Mount, so Mason Mount is in, which I'm surprised. I'm surprised Fatter ain't put in Timo Werner yet. Maybe he's going to surprise us on this one. But
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Right? Nope.
Slens has come in. Slens is in with a super
bro.
chat as well. You know what's about to go down. Stick J5 in the Kings Road Perlo. And are you taking out Kante, Slens? Who are you taking out, bro? Let us know. Let us know who you are taking out. And viewers, are you happy with that? Are you happy?
You put that. Why would
he takes out Kante? I will find
what they're
you.
doing here?
I will find you. I will find you.
Why would we want a disgrace in our team? Why would we want a 2-bit player in our team?
Slens, who do you want out, bro? You ain't told us. Slens, are we taking Bruno out?
If he takes Bruno out, I'm leaving this stream. Simple as. You know what I'm saying?
Slens,
I'll leave this stream.
in the chat.
He ain't gonna be taking Kante out.
No, he ain't gonna be taking Kante out. It's got to be Bruno, isn't it? I'm gonna have to.
It's Bruno. Slens, I'm coming, my bro. It's over for you.
Is Slens backstage? I think he is. No, he ain't. He's not backstage yet. We will get him in. But Slens has put in a super chat that puts Jorginho in, which I'm assuming is gonna be Bruno. So I'm gonna take Bruno out. I can just see it happening anyway because it'll be a Chelsea midfield. So it's gonna be.
This is actually gonna turn into Chelsea starting 11. I love it.
You know
Jorginho.
What? Oh God.
Jorginho is in. There you go, people. Are you going to have that, viewers? Look, Jorginho, Kante, Mount is in based upon super chats.
You know what? Cool. I'm going to leave and watch what happens. Watch.
Hassan's here as well. Hassan, how you doing, bro? You're muted, bro.
Sorry about that. I was like, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. What would you do, my man?
Yeah, bro. But what's with this big six spice? You know, I was gonna come on and have my say, but then obviously these guys have put super chats in. So what I'm thinking is I'll do what I pick. Then you guys put the super chats back in because I haven't paid any money. I was gonna I was gonna say take out Mendy, put Martinez in.
All right, fair enough. Do you know what we'll do? Do you know what we'll do to make it interesting? I'll give, because there's people
I'm
in the
gonna make it
network.
interesting, Goalie.
Hassan, 1 second. Because what we'll do is I'll give everyone one change. So everyone that's coming in through the backstage, because if I change the old team, keep changing it, it's just going to keep manual. So I'll let you choose one position to change, Hassan. So is it Mendy for Martinez for Mendy? Is that you going for?
Oh, Carl, I was gonna put this.
Huh?
I had quite a few. Actually, put Martinez in. Let's make it interesting.
So you're taking Martinez, you're taking Mendy, your own goalie out, and you throw Martinez in there. You
Yep.
heard it.
Bro, I was gonna do thingy.
Emiliano Martinez is in. Hassan, the Chelsea fan, has kicked them out. Ads is decided to put a super chat in. He's not having it. Fred for Jorginho.
And that is what I do out here. That is what I do out here.
For
Yeah?
Jorginho.
Watch.
Fred for Jorginho.
Watch this space.
Fred. Oh my God, Fred.
Get
Fred
mad.
Do you know what I would have done? If I had a chance to change half of the squad, I would have probably put Martinez in for Fana and Didi, Suchek. I would probably put Strike, probably Bamford. I would have made it. I would have changed half the squad up. Because I was thinking this is a bit of a big six spice, so I thought I might change it up.
Fred is in, and he is
Get
out.
that crap out of him, man.
Out. We want J5. If you want J5 in that team, you know what you need to do. Hassan, so give us your 1 to 11, then we're going to move on because we've got so many people at the backstage. Go on, let us know. What would you do? You're muted, bro.
Son?
You gone?
I think so, yep.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fred is a Brazilian fraud, is what Taha says. Fred. The next person we're going to get in is man like Slens. Slens, you've just been done.
Okay.
Hold on.
Done,
you're saying I've been done. I put £5 in there. You put £2. Is this how it works?
He put 5 in, didn't he?
No, he put 2. He put 2. He put 2. Listen, don't try it.
Did he put 2 in?
See,
he put 2 in, yeah?
Yeah, he put 2 in, yeah.
All right, if he's put 2 in, then he's gone. Yeah,
no, I'm the CEO of GNATV. No. I'm the CEO of
GNATV. Always right.
I'm the CEO.
It doesn't matter. You're right, bro.
No, I'm the CEO of GNATV. People, I beg.
You're not the CEO of nothing. Get out of it, right? You're stinky to the agenda. Listen.
Right, now I'm back. I'm here to host.
Anyway.
Listen. Dickhead, honestly.
Listen, he paid more than you. I'm not going to put yours in there if he's paid more.
The CEO of GNATV and I pay.
Shut up. Right, anyway.
If you're the CEO, bro, pay more, man.
Sled, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying? 1 to 11. Who's your 1 to 11?
Oh, we're going through the whole team, bro.
Yeah, tell me. I want to know your 1 to 11.
Bro, listen, put Mendy back in, please. Thank you very much.
Well, actually, you only get one choice. Sorry.
Oh, is it?
One pick, but then tell me your 11 after.
Say no more.
Go on.
Say no more, then. See, man, like Rashford, yeah?
Yeah.
He's getting out of the team, man. We're putting Son in. I'm sorry, man. I know you say he hasn't been consistent, but 27 goal contributions in 37 games speaks for itself, bro.
So, Rashford out and Son in, yeah? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Heung-min Son.
There we go.
That's the one.
Man like Son. There he is. Man like Son. There he is. Rashford's been kicked, viewers. If there's any Man United fans, they're not going to be happy with that.
One United player left in that squad now. One United player.
One United player. All the United players have been kicked. The Chelsea boys are in. I mean, the Chelsea boys have kicked their own Chelsea players out. Hassan's kicked Mendy out a goal. Slens has kicked a Rashford out, which is fair enough. We'll take that one. That's not a Chelsea player. But Slens, who's your 1 to 11? Like, who would be your team of the year?
I agree with Martinez, actually. I was just doing it for the agenda. Ruben Diaz, Christensen. Obviously, Christensen gets replaced with Fofana for me. Luke Shaw's in there. Cancelo's in there. Kante doesn't get in there for me, I'll be honest with you. Like, he's been good for, like I said, Jorginho. It's been good for half a season. Like, he's been incredible he's been world class for half a season. But I would put Gundogan, Mount and Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. Son, Kane, and Salah. Yeah.
You heard it, people. That's pretty impressive, actually. That's not a bad little lineup, to be fair. I can understand the Kante thing as well. I get the Kante thing. I don't get why why.
If it was a Champions
personally-
League team, Gem, he'd be
Yeah.
the first name on the team.
Oh yeah,
sheet.
it would be. But I
Yeah.
think with Kante, if you look at his overall Premier League season, like you said, he's been in and out. So
Yeah.
there is other people that could have potentially gone in there 100%. Okay, we've got some more people backstage. Let's throw in Fata next. Fata, what you saying, bro?
That's big mistake.
No, there's no fucking.
£15. Jorginho ahead of Fred. He's just done him.
I did warn you earlier, didn't I? I'll get into super chat words with anyone here.
I need to go bigger, bro. Is that what you want? You want this war, yeah?
Oh
Calm,
my!
calm.
Jorginho's in. Jorginho's
There's only one winner
Jorginho
anyways.
is back in, based on what Fata's chosen. But Fata, you do get another choice. So what player would you bring in?
Just to piss off everyone, I put my clan over Salah.
Who?
I put my client over Salah.
Oh, your client,
McLaren.
Werner. Oh, right.
Oh,
okay.
your client. Oh.
Timo Werner has made the Timo Werner's made the 11th.
Bro,
There he
you've
is.
wasted your peas, bro.
Timo
wasted your
Werner
peas.
actually made. Nah, this is actually.
Oh,
bad.
Baron, remove Fred.
No, you can't. It's 15. It's
Yeah, that's
15.
£20 now. It's £20.
Remove Fred and replace with Jorginho. So that's £20 now. So Varane is strengthened Jorginho. Everyone's loving Jorginho in this chat, man. He's mad right
Loves
now.
is gone. Loves is gone. Loves is gone.
No, she had to go still. She had to go.
Oh, you have to go.
Let's do a war. Let's do a war on CFC chat channel is what he's saying here. So Fata, who would be your 1 to 11 team of the season, mate? As well, who would you choose?
1 to 11. Let me see that. Money Mace. Money Mace. You know what? Pretty much. I'll take off Son. Give a Rashford.
Son and
My
Rashford,
bad.
but that would
Right,
actually
respect.
be your 1 to 11, yeah. That would
Yeah.
actually be your 1 to 11.
Yeah.
So okay, fair enough.
I'm stuck between Foden and Rashford, but I'll give Rashford.
Give it Rashi.
Fred to put Champions League medals on the table. That's what hashtag-
Oh.
Fred out. There's so much Fred hate going on here as well.
Yeah, because they're all deluded.
All right, let's throw in Daniel Wilkinson. Daniel Wilkinson, what you saying, bro?
I'm good. How's everyone?
Not bad, bro. Not
Okay.
bad. What one player would you bring in, mate?
I'm going to ads. Put Chilwell in there.
Chilwell. Oh, Chilwell. Man United are getting done, man. They're getting bent. They're getting bent.
You know what? I was
You're
planning
so
to save
serious, bro.
money in my PayPal, but I'm fucking gonna spend it all today. But I have to. I'm just.
So Chilwell's in based on what Dan said. Luke Shaw's out. If there's any Man United fans, you're getting slapped at the moment. You know, all
Stafford,
your
you're a
players are
traitor,
getting-
bro. You are
Chelsea.
a traitor. You took Luke Shaw and Fred out now. That's 2. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah. Dan, who would be your 1 to 11 for team of the year, mate?
I'd actually put Shaw in there. I was just doing it to annoy ads.
No, exactly. You get one choice, bro. So if that's your choice,
Oh.
it doesn't matter. You get your one choice. It's fine. If you want Chilwell there, Chilwell can stay. If
Well,
someone comes in and changes.
I know everyone's going to hate me for this, but I'll put Souček in there instead of Kante.
Okay. So you want me to put Shaw back and put Souček in for Kante? Is that what you want me to do?
No, that's saying my 11. I'm on about.
Oh, sorry. All right. So you're saying without Kante there, you'd throw Souček and that would be your 1 to 11, yeah? Pretty much. What, Timo Werner on the right as well?
No, I'll put Salah back in.
Yeah. At least someone knows he's a disgrace to football.
Kepa in. There's no Arsenal. Look, there's Arsenal people in the chat, but they're not bigging up their players. I don't see them coming in with, trying to get their players in. I don't blame them, to be honest, as well. So, yeah, that makes sense. Let's try and get someone. We've got some more people in the back as well. Let's throw in ZVO Genius. What you saying, bro?
G'day guys, I'm gonna be super quick. It's 12 a.m. here, but I'm just gonna come in and say Money Mason Mount out, Gundogan in.
Uh-oh.
Who
heard it
in?
here.
Gundogan in.
My guy,
No
respect.
money.
That's an
You
unbiased
carry
Chelsea
him.
fan right there. It's a realist.
There you go. Is that your 1 to
Recent.
11 TV as well? Would that be your 1 to 11?
Oh, it's half, but yeah, I kind of agree with a lot of it. Yeah, just Salah for Werner. I don't even know why Werner's there, honestly. Was that a super
That's
chat?
because
Was that a
his
super chat
client's
or
there.
something?
Go on,
Yeah,
mate.
but I don't know why he's there.
Yeah. Well, he's there because Fata is his client, you know, so
Oh.
he
Take
protects
him
him.
out.
Because Fator is shameless.
He's
Shameless.
shameless. That's the word. He's shameless. What is Werner doing on the right wing? It's Mo Salah. Dom. The reason Werner is on right wing is because Fator has already put a big. Did he put a super chat in? No, that was his one, wasn't it? That was his one replacement. So
Come on.
he's in there.
Come on.
If you want to come in,
Out there, anyone to get into Super Chat Wars with me? Come on. Out there, anyone?
you'll either get super chat wars, or you can. The links in the chat. Come in, and you can.
Wait.
Like I said, you get
Out
to
there,
remove
anyone?
one automatically
Wait.
anyway. So we'll let you do that as well. Kai is backstage as well. Kai, what you saying, bro?
I think you've got to put Matty Cash right back. To be honest, he's had
Oh my god.
Matty
No.
Cash. If Rams is watching, Matty Cash is in.
because Cancelo had a good 3 months. But if you speak to most Manchester City fans, because I know a few, and they've said themselves that Cancelo he's had a great season compared to last year. But when it comes to consistency, he had a very good 3 months. But since March, he's kind of settled down with Matty Cash has had a very consistent season. He's not he probably hasn't had a 10 out of 10 game, but he's had at least 8 out of 10s every single game. And that's what you want from a player. He's probably been one of the best. He has been, for me, the best right back in the Prem this season.
Yeah, I hear that. Fata's thrown in another £20 as well, which we appreciate.
Fata, what you do for a living, bro? What you do for a living? What's going on?
If you're watching this, he said, this is one for you, Johnny. Mount ahead of Gundogan as well. So there you go. Fata has put in Mason Mount. If anyone wants to take Mason Mount out now, I think it's at least
The only thing
25
I'd
quid.
change. The only thing I'd change about that is I'd keep Martinez in goal, because I think I think he's incredible, and I don't understand how Arsenal could even allow to let him go. I don't understand how that's happened. And left back, nobody ever gives him credit. Maybe it's a bit biased from me, but he's got 7 assists. He was out for 2 months. Missed eight games of the Premier League season. Lucas Digne.
Wait, who?
7 assists. Lucas
He's
Digne.
right. Digne's
7
right.
assists. He probably would have had more if he wasn't injured, considering Cresswell played 38, Robertson played 38, Shaw played 33, 34, and Chilwell played 35. So if Digne wasn't injured from October
Are you
to
an
December,
Everton fan, bro?
Yeah. Digne would have
Okay,
had
fair enough. Yeah,
more
yeah.
assists. And the midfield, this is probably unpopular. I'd say Kante, Bruno, and Gundogan. I think Bruno has to be in there because his impact on Man United this season
How much
has
money have
been
you got?
incredible. And the front three is Salah, Harry Kane, and it's between Foden. I think Foden's had, again, a more consistent
What about
season.
Fofana? Does he get a shout? Or
Fofana for me. It's between Fofana, the centre half for me. This is unpopular, and I know it's unpopular again. It's Fofana, Ruben Dias, and John Stones. I don't understand that. John Stones has had a great season for Man City, an incredible season for Man City.
Overhated. He's overhated, man. Honestly.
Because John Stones, it's very rare you get it from a centre back. He's just a great footballer. It's very rare. He's good and he reads the game well. And he's in some games he's been better than Diaz for City and got them over the line. So
I agree.
I
agree.
And he's a former Everton player as well, yeah? Come on.
Yeah, but he is a prick for what he did to us. We hate Carlo Ancelotti though. Let's just all leave it at that. We all hate Carlo Ancelotti.
We don't. You can hate him, man. We love him.
I love him, man. I love him. Sorry, man. I do love him. He's
best footballer
I
ever
can't
played.
love him anymore.
Listen, people, we've done nearly an hour and a half. 3 o'clock. I know you guys probably want to get on with your day, get in the sun, go and enjoy it. We've got one more here. It says Ads Be Free saying, my team is Mendy, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Diaz, James, Kante, Mount, Gundogan, Grealish, Foden, Kane.
There's only one Silva.
Don Carlo in as well is what they're saying here. But it's been a big show. Again, I want to thank everyone that's put in super chats and donations as well. Thank you very, very much for doing that, Fata, and everyone.
Looks like I won. Looks like I won, yeah?
Yeah, you won,
man.
bro.
What'd you do for a living? Tell us, man. Tell us.
I'm just a final year student, innit? I'm just a final year student. So
Yeah, listen.
Listen, people, thank you for tuning in as always. Take care of yourselves. Lambs will be back tomorrow to do the season preview show with the ladies. And hopefully I think we've got a full house with them as well. So make sure you tune into that. That'll be on tomorrow evening. We might be back later on. We're not too sure yet. And but take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the sun. And we'll see you again all soon. Take care.
VIP, still key. Like brand new bitch, oh please, yeah. Brand new whip, no keys, yeah.